Hello, everyone. It's Giselle from Kids Yoga Stories. I'm excited to share with you our new classroom wellness in 10 minutes a day. 36 weeks of quick, low prep yoga, mindfulness, and SEL activities for kids. Some backstory. So, a few years ago, we created a classroom yoga in 10 minutes a day with 16 weeks. And then recently, we received a message from Katrina, which she said, I'm a special education teacher and I love this 16-week curriculum, but I wish you had a full school year. So we went ahead and made it. We took the first 16 weeks, which are exactly the same as a classroom yoga in 10 minutes a day, and added 20 more weeks to make it last for your whole year. So we're excited to share this new resource with you. So looking inside, I'm going to show you, there's some added details in the beginning, and here's where to start. So you can print out this entire schedule, and that's what Katrina did. She printed it all out, she binds it, and so the students have the book that they can turn the next page and they can find which week they're in and which day of the week. So you can do that. You can print it in black and white or in color. You can bound it, like I said, or you can just view it on your device, whatever is easiest for you. The basic idea here are the quick and easy ideas to anchor your day. So with Katrina and a special education, she would have it as soon as the children come to have their session with her. But as classroom teachers, you could use it to start your day during morning meeting, or maybe right after recess, or during quiet time in the afternoon, whatever works for you. But if you build in that routine every single day from the beginning, the first day of school, the children are used to it. You could even have a yoga helper, for example, who's in charge, or you could change it by the week or by the day, whatever works. There's a lot of flexibility here. So carrying on here, where to start. So you print it out, the packet. You can extend any of these activities. So we say 10 minutes a day. Some of them could be 1 or 2 minutes a day. You could use it as a springboard into other activities that have to do with what you're studying. You could do it longer. And really, it's about looking for these miracles along the way. So allowing that little bit of space to talk about what they like about yoga mindfulness activities and reflect on it. We're using this as a springboard for discussions and reflections. So looking for those moments to take a deep breath and use it for yourself. These activities are also super helpful for us as educators and for families, right? And if you miss a day, don't worry about it. Just pick up where you left off. It's all fine. We also have some additional check-in, entry, and exit cards for different age groups, which we didn't have in the original classroom yoga activity, as well as some parent letters. So definitely check those out at the end. So you'll find here classroom yoga and wellness in 10 minutes a day, the weekly schedule. You've got all the listings of all the weeks up to 36 weeks. So you can see Mindful Monday. They're all themed. Mindful Mondays, Twisty Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesdays, Theme Thursdays, and Fun Fridays. So you'll notice that there's a certain theme for all of them, and they have similar activities. So there's a chance for the children to get to know. They understand what Wind Down Wednesday is. They understand what the Fun Friday is, more engaging and with games and things. So the children will get to know what's coming up next. And then when we go through these, then there's a more detail for each week. So you've got the listing of all the activities plus a little description of what they are. And then the next piece is each day then has its own activity. So then they would look at, you'd have this activity on week 1 for Mindful Monday and doing a pause breath together. And again, this is so important for us as grown-ups as well as children to start. They are great on the first day of school. If Monday is the first day of school, right? Is just to take a pause. This is something that you can use every day for the rest of the school year, is just hand on heart, taking a pause breath. Next one of this week is Twisty Tuesday. So we've got this idea of pretending to be a tree, having balance and focus. On the Wind Down Wednesdays, we have a lot of coloring pages just for them to have a moment to color. And I know when I've been teaching, the children love to have these moments just to color, right? It allows them to withdraw the stimulation, right? And just to be able to use other different media. They can use colored pencils or crayons or markers or whatever they like. This is definitely the favorite pages. These pages are the favorite when I go into substitute teach. And next we have beginner yoga. So we've got a 5-pose flow, which are always really popular with our community, these 5-pose flows. We're starting with a beginner as well as instructions there. And then we end Fun Friday with a game. So you've got how to do the game and then a template. All right. And then it carries on like that for all the different weeks. So you've got 312 pages, 36 weeks, tons of different daily yoga and mindfulness. And again, they can go from a couple minutes to longer. You might want to dive deeper into something that they're interested in, talk about the benefits, understanding what yoga mindfulness is and social emotional learning. You might find some of the topics you come back to if they relate well to what you're talking about. For example, gratitude. You might want to extend that with reading some children's books about gratitude, really follow the interests of the children. The idea here is that it's printable, right? It's so easy. You can just download it and you don't have to wait for anything in the mail. Right. And when you bind it too, it's easy to open right up versus a physical book that it's hard to open right up. So when you print it out and bind it, it makes it really easy. And I'll just show you at the back here. So we're up to 312. I'm just going to scooch right to the end. In fact, I'll hurry that up here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm just going to put us up to 300. So here we go. I want to show you these additional resources. And this is an idea we got from Katrina. So she took each of the days. So the themes, Mindful Monday, Twisty Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, Theme Thursday, and Fun Friday. And what you can do is print these out either this size, or if you wanted to have larger size, cut them out. And what Katrina did is she has them at the front of on her whiteboard for the different days. So that's really cool. I've added those so you can do that as well. We also have some check-ins, some information about these check-ins, and we have check-ins for younger students, 4 to 6s, entry card, how do you feel right now, and exit card. These are just ideas. Use this as a springboard. So if you find these are helpful, great. If you want to adapt them, go ahead. These are for middle elementary, ages 7 to 9. So a bit more in detail, a weather check-in, and also for older students, 10 to 12-year-olds, but also could be middle schoolers too. So do whatever works for you there. We have 2 different parent letters. So you can look through those. Again, you're welcome just to use these exactly as they are or make adaptations to suit the needs and preferences of your school community and your families. But there are some examples of that as well. All right. And then, of course, as an invitation to join our school yoga program, I'd be amiss to say I'm not mentioning it. If there's something that you would like to dive deeper in, definitely check out our school yoga program. It's amazing. Just come and check it out. You can join the wait list there and find out more information. So hopefully that's helpful. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at Giselle@kidsyogastories.com. Our purpose here is just to make adding social emotional learning, yoga, mindfulness, breathing, meditation easy for you so that you've got this low prep activities. You can just like Katrina have it there in your classroom, in your clinic, at home, wherever you are. And it's super easy. We all know, right, that even just a couple minutes a day is better than a big experience once a week, as the Dalai Lama says. So if you have any questions, we're here for you. And thank you so much for planting a seed of wellness with our young people to help them ground and center themselves. Thanks so much, everybody.